And good morning. Time to wake up on this beautiful Wednesday morning. 39 degrees out there. If you haven't been outside, check out the moon. If you can still see it, it looks absolutely beautiful. Hope today's good for you. We're going to have good temperatures.
I thought you said
today.
Frank was shooting
tomorrow.
Hey, good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us. As you all know, this is Athens in the AM on a Wednesday morning edition of Cooper & Company Live. Join me today, Buzz, Mr. Exclusive Estes.
Good morning.
Seth, 10% off today down at Herbs and More.
Yes,
and Tom, well, we'll talk about Alabama football recruiting today.
All right.
Is that good enough?
Good.
10% off still?
Sounds wonderful. Yes, sir.
Every Wednesday, just go ahead and mention something about National Recruiting Day, which is today, by the way. Well, I think they crank up like 6:30 this morning. Today, I promise y'all, we're going to try to do a full hour. I'll talk about that power Super Bowl moment we had yesterday coming up in just a moment. Frank is in here on the phone, too. You can text Gloria 603-4848. Now, today is a Wednesday. I've got an interesting article out of USA Today this morning talking about just that, Wednesdays. So I'll tell you about it, but it affects women more than guys. We'll talk about that too. Plus, we got somebody who's written a great book in here. We'll talk. Buzz special guest this morning. We'll talk with Peggy from over Decatur Way. And Seth's got a special guest, Lisa, in here this morning. We'll check in with her in just a little bit, too. All that coming your way. Johnny Lee Dees, we gave him the day off because Lynn Hart's going to be in here, too, talking about the Athens robotic team. They need to get a lot of support where they can win a lot of money to continue their quest on something. So we'll talk about that coming up. Weather's going to be absolutely picture-freaking perfect today, ain't it?
It was absolutely a pretty day yesterday. Hope you got to get out and enjoy it a little bit. But yes, Frank said 39 degrees this morning. I was hoping he said 49, but it is going to warm up to actually past 49. High temperatures around 63 with a low of 44 and plenty of sunshine. So that should be nice. And enjoy it today because tomorrow, 58 for that high, 70% chance of those showers moving in. So keep an umbrella close. Chances are you will get to see some rain tomorrow. And then it looks like things will dry out, and the weekend, not bad at all. Look at that Saturday, full sunshine, 61 degrees, and just beautiful. Even Sunday, too, just a little cloudy. 230-4988 does get Frank this morning.
Buzz, how are you?
Jim Dandy.
Yeah, you looking like every time I see you got the same outfit on.
I know.
Yeah, wear the recycle burlap.
Seth, how are you?
Wonderful. I'm getting ready for spring.
I know, it feels like
Yeah.
it.
Contrary to what Puxatawny Phil said the other day, I don't know what he said, but he's
yet.
only got, what, a 19% accuracy rate anyway? Hey, here's that book we're going to be talking about in just a moment, Duty Driven by Peggy Allen Towns from over Decatur Way. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit, too. And then, Tom, you've written something, haven't you?
Yeah,
Plenty of claims.
yeah. Well, checks.
Yeah.
A lot of checks.
One thing we will definitely be talking about, signing day starts about 30 minutes. They start faxing in a dynasty, which Alabama appears to be having. Let me just go ahead and go out on a limb right now and predict the mighty Crimson Tide will win their third national title in a row.
Who didn't
coming
know
up.
you'd say that?
Huh?
Who didn't know you would
I've been
say
predicting that forever. Hey, Buzz, what do you think about Athens being voted one of the hottest cities in the state of Alabama?
What took them so long to realize that?
I don't know.
Hidden gem.
Like hottest? Like,
Well,
Hottest,
number
man, a
9.
great place to live. It's one of the top 10
okay.
places to live. But let me go back to yesterday. Y'all know we were in doing the show yesterday. We were waiting on Mayor Ronnie Marks to get here. All of a sudden, we went dark. And yes, we did pay our utility bill. Didn't do a whole lot of good, though, yesterday. News Courier this morning says thousands were affected by power outage yesterday. Widespread power outage affected almost 5,500 Athens utility customers. The cause of the outrage, Tom, was a burned jumper which connects two long lengths of wire at the top of a utility pole and ensures the continued flow of power from one wire to the other. Buzz, being an electrician, you already knew that.
Sure.
Ex-electrician.
X everything.
X everything.
Always
X
an
everything.
electrician.
It occurred at 6:33 a.m. It says here, just as Gloria Cooper had concluded with the weather on ZTV's number one and Athens' number one morning show, Cooper and Company. And then right after that, her husband Jamie, a living legend in the television
It doesn't
business,
say
started
that.
talking about something. All of a sudden, they went black. Huh?
Written by Jamie Cooper.
And there, the mayor shows up. There we are in the dark yesterday. Just wanted to let y'all know that, and he was scheduled to do ZYP also. Well, they too were off there. That's me on the right. That's the mayor on the left. Seth, you might not have known that. Yesterday, you say spring is already here. Basically, Seth, here's a picture in the paper this morning. Brittany Harris, 20 of Harvest, tosses bread on a bright and unseasonably warm Tuesday afternoon at Briggs Spring Memorial Duck Pond yesterday. So that's a great day to be out yesterday.
Beautiful.
So, all right, what else is happening in the world, Seth?
Well, that's why some of us love global warming.
Did you know that the report just come out and the Earth is 1 degree higher than it has been?
Yes. That's good, right? That means more things
Good
grow.
scale.
We have more crop
Hey,
production.
Buzz, I don't do a lot of birthdays up here on this morning, but I'm going to do a famous actress today. You grew up, Buzz. Probably she was the hottest. She was a little hottie for you growing up.
It's a long list.
Zsa Zsa Gabor today is 96 years old.
She was
That's the
old.
current picture?
I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Brad, how current was that photo?
Not current.
96 years old. And it says here, due to her longevity from dealing with herbs and more for so many years, and listening to what Roy and Seth Williams have to say, her life has continued on. What was her sister's name? Ava.
Ava. I think it was Ava.
Zsa Zsa Gabor, 96 years old.
I'm amazed she's still around.
Probably
She was
still
a
looks
mature
great.
woman. I was a little bitty kid.
Well, I mean, but 96, man.
Yeah,
You know,
she's
she's
done
got it
well.
going
I'd
on.
like to see what she's taking.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather know what she ain't taking. Decatur Daily got to give a shout out this morning to the newest restaurant in Athens, Alabama, the Big Easy, right down the road here on Highway 72 West. It opened 13 days ago. Seafood is our only business, according to Lucy Bradford there, her husband Lindsay. They said Cajun is really all we are, Cajun food, said Lindsay Bradford, who financed the restaurant operated by his wife, Lucy Tom. Make no mistakes, this is not a catfish restaurant. We got catfish, but it's not your southern cornmeal-based catfish. Then there's a picture. They got a shelf and everything. Go po' boy sandwiches and everything on Highway 72. Go by there. The Big Easy, one of the few Cajun places to eat around this part of the country. You been there yet, Seth?
Not yet.
Eat in, carry out, fresh seafood delivered every
Cajun
3
food,
days. Huh?
I love Cajun food. I like anything hot.
Seafood, fresh seafood.
All right, I'm going to do a little short, get y'all's opinion on a couple things this morning while we're here. This was a Dear Abby this morning. It's kind of stupid, but I'll read it anyway. I've been divorced for 8 years, Jamie. My daughter's learning how to drive in her mother's car while under her mother's supervision. She at their garage door. Tom, being an insurance man. My ex believed I should pay for half the cost of the new garage door. What she did when she fixed it, though, she went to a total upgrade, turning the entrance to the garage into one large door instead of two. She says if it was someone else's half, I'd have to pay half anyway. But it's not. It's my ex-wife, and she was in the car with our daughter. Should I have to pay for half the garage door? No, you idiot.
It makes no difference whether he should. He ended up paying for it.
Well, no, he should. You know what I should have done? Now, had she fallen out and the daughter run over, then I would have made him the payment.
He'd have paid all of it then.
Well, yeah, I'd have paid the whole thing then.
More than likely, he's already paid for it many times
There
over.
you go.
Yeah.
Well, and if she had nationwide insurance that paid for it, and then he just had to pay the deductible.
Now, the next little article here.
Good shot, though.
The next little article on here was something kind of similar to mine. It says here, I'm not too tall, I'm not too short, I'm not overweight or too thin. I never receive comments about my appearance, but it causes me to be a little sensitive. My husband doesn't drink, abuse me, or stray. Kind of like me, except for the drinking part. I have had no problem through the years with family members, neighbors, or co-workers. My grown children are thoughtful, courteous, and loving. Unlike mine,
No.
even my in-laws love me. So tell me, did you ever receive a letter like this, Abby? It's to Dear Abby. First of all, why are you writing if your life is so perfect? It says here, no, in recent history, it's probably because people regard my column as a place to dump their troubles rather than share their many blessings.
Well, maybe there's a good letter for Dear Abby.
A lot of them are asking for help,
Most of them all are asking for help.
and most of them can't be helped, but they're asking for it.
And
nothing wrong with asking, is
Which leads me to my dear Jamie for the day to get on the number one topic. Y'all may wonder, Jamie,
all cringy.
why do you have a paper sack with you today?
Why?
Because I'm going to tell you in just a moment.
Great.
Now, Olive Garden, Seth, as you mentioned, has nothing to do with it.
Oh,
But that's just the only sack I could find. All right, I'm going to go back to this I talked about a couple weeks ago, Lynn. Pay attention. I read a letter that day that says, need your input. The idiot who was critical of his girlfriend's southern accent. He shouldn't wait until she moves north. She deserves to know now that he's a passive-aggressive lover. No, not lover, loser. Excuse me. Who would presume to tell a grown woman that her accent is offensive? It's like when I first met you, as we talked about yesterday in that survey. I noticed your teeth right off the bat, which is the number one thing people look for.
That's stunning to me. I can't believe teeth is the first
I
thing
don't care if you
people
even
look
had
at.
any teeth, baby. It wasn't interesting.
He's
But
used to
did
some
I
of the-
care that you sounded like a Yankee from Chicago?
Do I not anymore?
After being married to 3 girls from Alabama, I figured it's time for me to move on up.
Gosh.
So anyway, it says here, the Buzz, I understand if it were a grammar issue or language related to profanities, but her speech pattern is who she is, and if she will not lose if she moves north. It may soften slightly, but it will never go away completely. Clearly, this guy has other issues, Seth. And if he truly cared for her, this accent will not bother him. In fact, most folks find the southern accent delightful. It's a soothing, relaxing, and in a kind of a way, sexy. Y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you?
You doggy.
I surely hope this lady discovers this jerk really is.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Some people
Has it
may
ever
have
bothered you that
annoying
some people may
voice.
think that I have a southern accent?
You do.
I never noticed
Say
it.
wrestling.
Wrestling. Ask me a
Finger.
finger. Ask me something else.
I don't know. What else can you say?
Racing.
Racing.
NASCAR.
How about worse?
Yellow.
Yeller.
It's yellow.
Well,
NASCAR is no longer Southern. They
Yeah,
will
I
not allow the Confederate flag to be
They don't?
shown on one of the cars. No, they will not allow it.
We're going to talk
Did
about
not
that in
know
just a
that.
moment.
Go to it.
I'm again that.
They should
So
be able to
are
pull it up.
so are
Ruin.
I'm fixing to do something good here in a
Fixing,
moment.
fixing,
Y'all
fixing.
hang with me. All right. This is in USA Today this morning. Today's Wednesday, right?
Today is
We got
Wednesday.
3 ladies in here besides you.
Thanks.
It's a bad day for y'all.
Uh-oh.
Sit here in my office, it's Wednesday. Do I notice anything different? This is coming from Craig Wilson at USA Today. New research shows, Seth, that a
Survey
certain
says.
number of women find Wednesdays the most stressful day of the week.
Wednesdays?
And it gets worser. The study says these same women look their oldest at 3:30 every Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, by 3:30, I'm getting tired. Yeah.
It's when energy levels plummet, work stress is at a peak, and the effects of a weekend late nights finally kick in. In fact, almost half of all women polled indulged on weekends. Perhaps I know, shocking. So it says, welcome to Wednesday. Put
Wear a bag over your
bag
head.
on your head.
I'm not putting a bag over
That'd be a
my
one
head.
bag.
you need to
would
come
be a
by and get
one
some
bag.
Daughter's Delight so you have some energy.
Says
Go for
the
a
weekend
walk.
booze takes a few days to show up. Mondays often comes with sleepless nights because of the booze. It's not a pretty picture. Y'all know what I'm
Well, I
talking
don't
about.
have bags under my
Welcome to Wednesdays. Put that bag on your head.
Nah.
Some of you guys know
He's
what I'm
right.
talking about.
He's right.
The study
That's
reports
Jamie's
that
idea.
a quarter of all women feel stressed several times a week, but Wednesdays are the worstest. 1 in 5 admits they went through their lunch hour on Wednesdays. Not a good thing. Why? Because of what they do. They have a snack, sugar mainly, Seth, all in an effort to boost their energy.
See?
That's not me.
It goes on to say, the good news is not all that bad. Pay attention.
Okay.
The study reports that Thursday is the day women are more likely to get it on.
Really?
And with sex comes a glow and a happier, more upbeat feeling, which makes Friday the best feeling day of the week.
TGIF.
Payday too.
And then it comes next week, it all starts again.
Who conducted this study?
I don't know.
It doesn't say who the study came from.
Probably
It just says today is Wednesday.
Probably that
Now-
guy in his office.
Women
Roy
don't listen to that.
Williams,
Be happy every day, I guess.
Very good.
I'm just saying what the survey says. Print doesn't lie. All right, thank y'all for getting up with us on a Wednesday. We are packed this day. We hope to do a full hour provided with
We
the
hope.
power allergies we had yesterday. Our Super Bowl moment. Anything else you'd like to say? Grab that
No.
bag. I need that.
Put that over your head.
Mess my hair up. Right now, we got to take a break. Y'all, hang on.
Put it over his head, but it's not